Hello everyone, welcome to another hiking video. I just finished my walk in the Spirit. If you want to see that video, you can find it here. Now we are at the Brown County Reforestation Camp, and more specifically we went in through the horse gate, that's what I call it, the other side, not the main entrance where the new zoo is, but over by the rifle range. I've never actually been here, although I've been very close to here. So we are at the rifle range. Okay, let's just do a little spin here. It's Saturday. It's probably around noon, 12:15, something like that. It's 64 degrees, maybe 65. I think the highest it'll get today is 65, 66. I think that's going to be in a couple hours, so it might be like 62, 63, somewhere in there. The winds are mild. One site said 4, another side a maximum of 7. Here is our map. Okay, the star is where we are, the rifle range. This is the main entrance over here, the new zoo, and you can like park here and do all your hikes. But I parked over here, what I call the horse gate, which is closed. The horses aren't allowed in here yet at this time, and then you can walk in. So we're going to walk along the edge, and there is a conservancy here, which I did not know about. In the past, when I've been here in the last year, I've been looking at maps that are for skiers and horses, and then I looked up that there is a map for hikers. I should have looked up that one earlier, and it showed me the conservancy. So we're over here, we're going to walk along the edge, check out the conservancy, and then head back. So that's the edge, all right, and we're going to follow it. Unless that's it, but I'm trying to stay all lefts so I don't miss anything. By the way, the rifle range is closed. It's only open in November. So people can get their rifles ready for deer hunting season. Let's show you this side. It's a beautiful day. That's my wife in the background. She prefers not to be in camera unless she's really small, but she is in the background. We did follow some of the outer edge about a month ago when I took my wife out here on Mother's Day, but that was down that way. So covering more of the reforestation camp that I've not seen before or covered before. Now it was, 3-4 weeks ago I was over in this area, not too far from here. Make sure we're recording. Yep. It's nice seeing the forest all green now. Finally got me some bug spray. Bought some this last week. Good for mosquitoes and ticks. Nice pine woods. That may have been a trail when they did some wood cutting. Another wood cutting trail. I think when I did that in my youth, I did some popple peeling, or people call it poplar, but where I grew up they call it popple. We call them skid trails. My dad and my grandpa would build these skids. They're like these trailers, if you would, just no wheels on them. They're just made out of wood, and you would stack the popple logs on them and pull it through the woods just on skids. So we call them skid trails. I'm guessing both take you to the same place. I wanted to stay to the left, but that's a little more, definitely more interesting. But no, I'm gonna stay to the left. I'm sure that takes you to the road. Oh, yep. There's that path that we bypassed. It really looks interesting. I'd love to come here and take it another time. Maybe we'll come back that way. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to come back yet. I left it undetermined. Oh, they even built a birdhouse over there. Looks like a nice trail. Just can't take bike trails, but that's okay. There's so many trails here. So during the summer, you can hike anywhere you want in this forest except on bike trails. So you can walk off trail, just can't walk on the bike trails. You can walk on the ski trails. You can walk on the horse trails. Of course, the hiking trails, snowmobile trails. You can hike all that. During winter, the only place you can hike here is the snowshoe trails. That's it. And there's very little of that here. There is some. Well, you technically could walk off trail if you want. During the winter, you can walk through the woods off trail. So if you want to stomp through the thick woods in the snow in the middle of winter, you're welcome to do that. I just stopped coming out here during winter, that's all. So yeah, there's a conservancy in here. I didn't even know about it. Really itching to see it. Last year I really walked almost all, but not all, of the other end and wanted to explore this side. So I talked to Brown County. This is cool. That's a location I could do a video at. Right there. So I contacted Brown County and I asked them if I could park down by the rifle range along the road, because you can't do that by the new zoo. There's all kinds of signs by the new zoo: no parking, no parking, no parking. So, and this is a really big forest, so sure, you could hike all the way down here, but that'd take some time, and you can do it. But I'd rather do my hiking on this end, so park down here. And they said, yeah, that's how the horses get in, is they park down there with their trailers and they go in through the gates. But of course the gate is closed right now. I guess conditions aren't good enough for horses yet, maybe because it's just been too wet. Cedar Swamp. I can smell the bug spray on me, which is good. That'll keep the bugs away. Definitely some wetlands in here, huh? Yeah, quite muddy. Quite muddy. So we'll have to hop over this. Let's go on this side. Quite muddy here. Cedar Swamp. It's my term I got from my dad, because we had a cedar swamp. Should be seeing some signs soon, because that conservancy should be up here, coming up soon. Just love that view. It's just amazing. It's the other side, looks like. Some kind of sign there. It's gone now. That might be private property over there. Now, there's a fence right here, so I think this is along the fence property line. So if I were to record that, I'd have to be on the fence pointing my camera inward, but not go inward myself. And we got some signs coming up. Yeah, definitely muddy. I can see why they don't have horses in here. So is this where that other trail comes through that we were pointing at? Oh, a dragonfly. That's my first dragonfly of the year. Saw a monarch butterfly earlier. That was my first. Saw butterflies the last month and a half, but that was my first monarch. Oh, somebody's house or cabin there. Oh, just a sign for the rifle range. Somebody's private property. House or cabin, I don't know. Somebody's there. Memorial weekend. No plans. I'm going to be working Memorial Day. Tomorrow, however, I'm going to Kakana. There is a really nice trail I've heard down there, and I'm going to more than likely hike that tomorrow. I used to be really big into board games. I got a collection of 200 board games, but I've lessened my playing of it recently, so I have a friend down there who wants to buy some. I used to board game with him, so I'm going to sell him like 3 of my games, and then told him I was going to take a hike down there. He wants to go with me, so that may happen tomorrow. Sun's beating on me now. Getting the shade here in a moment. Oh, I think that's poison ivy there. I'll tell my wife. It's poison ivy. Stay away from it. Poison ivy. We had poison ivy on our property where I was growing up, right next to my grandparents' house. So quite familiar with it. All right. Get to more green. See, it's very sandy here. More greener trails. I think this is the first turn in the Conservancy, if my memory's correct. But we're going to take the second one and then come back to this point as we walk around it. And at that point, I don't know which way I'll take. I may come back down here and take that trail we just saw. Oh, a hawk. He was over here somewhere. We got pretty close to him. So we'll take a look at this sign here. Just double check where we are. I think this is the first, I think this woods right here is the Conservancy, but we'll double check and look at the sign. Yep, I am absolutely correct. So we are at the Star, and this is the Conservancy. So we're going to walk down here, okay? And we're going to go around, and we'll get back to this spot, and then we'll go back and take that trail. So let me communicate with my wife. So this is the Conservancy right here. This is the first trail. We're going to walk down, then we're going to do our rights and come back here. And then there's a trail we bypass there. I want to take that on our way out, okay? Okay. So this is the Conservancy right here. Literally right there. We're gonna come back this way. We're gonna take, let me show you on here. I'm just gonna turn this off. All right, we're back. Same spot.
Trail more, not himself.
So that's the Conservancy. So I'll just have the camera pointing towards it. This wooded area is the Conservancy. I'm going to step over to the side more in the shade. Oh, we have something here. This is cool. Oh yeah, here we go, Conservancy Trail. Oh, this is lovely. In the middle of nowhere they got this hiding. Now I did see in the map that, you know, we saw a fence along the line here, but there is a short area in here that does belong to the park, the county. Since this went beyond the fence line, this might be it, but I don't see any trails in there. Again, here's the Conservancy over here, and then they just had that little nice dedicated area on the other side. And they definitely have more, you know, bird houses. So is this our number 46? I'm gonna guess it is. Yep, there it is, 46. So this is 46. So we're turning in on 46 and doing this loop. No bicycles, no horses, no snowmobiles. I'm guessing this is only for skiing in winter, snowshoeing, and hiking. Conservancy is on this side. And when I was Googling for a hiking trail, because I made a comment on a video a couple months ago that I have maps for horses, skiing, and bikes for this, but I didn't have a hiking map for this place. So I'm like, well, maybe there is one. Because I think I said there wasn't one. So I Googled it and I saw a picture of this place, and I also found the hiking map for this place. It's there. I just found the other ones and stuck with them for some reason, didn't look for the hiking one. Ferns in there. I love ferns. I could do a video there. Not particularly super beautiful, but still nice. I think I know another area that has more ferns, that is more scenic in this woods than I would prefer to do a video at. Although that's a more of a walked area too. It is beautiful. Temperature's nice. Really nice hike today. Alright, so it's the Mar-An-Dol Conservancy. Mar-An-Dol. Another map. See, that's a horse map. So horses can take this trail. They just can't take the one we walked on to get here. More cedars. Oh, that's a lovely spot. I could do a video there too. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. I like cedar swamps. Oh, I love the green, the light shining through. Just beautiful location. Come check out this place, folks. It's lovely. A woodpecker hit that tree pretty hard, huh? Oh, lovely hike. Lovely hike. I like diversity. I don't always want to see hardwoods. I want to see pines and cedars and other things. And I prefer the shade. Even when it's, you know, in the 60s, I get hot so easy. Oh, there's a big tree. There's a hardwood I like, a nice big hardwood. I like variants. Oop. Let's just do a spin. Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Alright, we're making our loop around now, doing another turn. So that's the inside. That area in there is a conservancy. Do I want to take that trail? We could. You know, this is a bike trail right here, and we don't take the bike trail. So that's an example of one we don't take. Here's 42. Let's look at where we are on the map and make our decision. See right here, there's that bike trail goes in through there. So we got various trails that meet here, folks. All right. Well, we can take this and take it to the area that we saw earlier. We can definitely do that.
Let's go a new way. Can we go a new way?
Yep. So, you want to come here? I'm going to pause, folks. All right, folks.
Pretty trees there.
42. We're going to take this way. But there are lots of...
These trees. Look how it's...
So we're going to take this trail, folks. No horses on this one. And this will take us to those trails that we were interested in earlier anyways. So we're leaving the Conservancy behind. We're not actually going to see all of it, but most of it. Not much difference. It's not really developed. They just have an area designated for nature to leave it, you know, and man not interfere with it. Big clump of maples here. Usually when they get that big, you don't have so many survive. You'll see a group of them like that when they're young and little. By the time they get this big, usually don't have that many grouped together. Sometimes you'll see 2 or 3, but 4 or 5 like that. Maybe that was even 6. So here is that bike trail that we saw coming through. Oh, I love being out in the woods, and it's not glaring hot. The bugs aren't bothering me, the spray is working. Make sure we're recording. We are. I'll probably, it's tough how I should label this video. Should I label it with the name of the Conservancy, even though we didn't see all of it, and most of the video, well, probably 30% of the video is that? Maybe. Interesting stump of a tree. Gnarled up. Almost looks like there's a trail in there. Last weekend was so hot, I didn't do any hiking videos, didn't even do a walk of the spirit video. Did 2 table in the wilderness videos instead. That's where I sit in the woods. I didn't even record on the way in, it was just too hot. So we got another intersection with a really nice bench. That's the nicest bench I've seen in the middle of this forest. Probably taken that way. That looks interesting anyways. I think the star is off, but we got 49 as our number, so we'll just use that. Okay, so yeah, 49. We got that small trail going to the side, that's that there. So even though on here it looks small, you can barely see it, that's a pretty big trail. So if you're online looking at trails and you see these little dinky things, that doesn't mean they're really small and thin in real life. It's just they're not main trails for hiking and horses and things like that. Oh, you don't see many hills in this woods. There's very few, but here we go. Another dead tree. Not many hills here, which does make it easier for hiking. There are some, just not many. We had a lot of rainy weather this week, so I was worried about the mud, but it wasn't too bad. We saw that one muddy spot in the middle of the swamp, but that's expected. Swamp plus even a little rain, you're going to get that. But no, I'm wearing tennis shoes and I don't regret it today. Ground's not too bad. You can see it's a little moist. Not too bad. May showers, right? Well, we needed it. Wisconsin, well, a lot of America is dry. But we got a decent amount of rain the last 3 weeks. Nothing major, but it was good getting some rain. Give us our foliage in the forests, gardens, and farm fields. They're going to be good. Oh, that birch is really beat up, but it's still surviving. It's got lots of leaves on it, but look, that's a really beat up birch. last week. High 70s, I think it was. 77, 78. I think this is the trail we saw from the main road. That sign you see up there, I can't read it yet, but they have a lot of erosion on that hill. So I think that's one of their, I forget what they call it, like the sign will say something like an erosion protection area or something like that. Yeah, so right there you can see erosion control area. I'm getting quite warm now. At this point, I could have used some shorts. Yep, erosion control area. They don't want the bikes and the horses roughing up this area. Another hill. Oh, they got really nice benches over here. Look at that. Most of the forest on the other end doesn't have those nice benches. I'm sure we're turning right. Let's look at this and then we'll look at the map. Can't quite read that. I guess if I tried I could. Alright, so we're at 60. Alright, so if we turn right, which is that way, takes us up to, this is the path I wanted to take. It looked really nice. But if we went the other way, that way, we'd go deeper in. See, they cut a lot of trees down there and all these little popples are coming up. Going down a hill. It is fully extended, my selfie stick, since it's a calm day. Trying to keep to the shade. So this forest is really nice. If you get lost, they have maps. You just look at your numbers, where you're at, and numbers on the map. It helps you get out. So I'm sure you heard that. A lot of places don't have maps literally all through the trail system. They'll just have numbers. I've talked about it before. Some have color-coded systems, which is also nice. Not as good as maps. And then if you know before you go in which color is the shortest, say most likely green, and you get lost, if you see a green marker and a green arrow, you just remember, oh, well, green is the shortest, so I'll just follow the green arrows. That'll take me out the quickest. So that's a nice system, but maps are best. But most places don't have maps all over the trails and all over the woods. So I don't know if you remember those fences. I pointed to that birdhouse earlier, if you remember. And on the other side of the fence is that main trail that we took down into the Cedar Swamp. So we're almost back to the place where this video started, at the hunting range. We'll probably lengthen the video a little bit more when we get to the rifle range, not hunting range. Did I say hunting range? Sorry, rifle range. We'll probably turn left there instead of going straight out. Probably breathing into the camera, sorry. There it is. All right, we'll be back, folks. All right, we're going to extend a little bit longer, but not the longest. So we will be going this way, and then we'll turn. See, the car is that direction. So we'll go in this way a bit, and then we'll turn right. Up a little hill. I did bring batteries, folks, so if my battery dies, I'll just plug in a new one. Maybe. It's actually a little work getting it in, so we'll see. Let's get in the shade. I think I know where this is going to come out. I'm guessing this is going to come out where we saw that porta potty and made a wrong turn and got to there the last time we were here. I think that's where we're going to end up. If so, that's cool, because I wanted to take that trail, and this might be that trail. Just lovely. Lovely, lovely. It's so good to have the trees back in green and all the leaves. Really, it looks like it's at 100% now. So here's one of those bike trails, folks. Cuts through. If you watched my previous video here, over in that direction, I saw some bike trails that were really magnificent looking. That tempted me. This is nice. All right, so we're at 69, which is here. The car's here, so we'll maybe do something like that. I'd like to take that trail someday. Did you have a question? Isn't this beautiful, folks? Absolutely lovely. I think this forest, I've spent so much time here, made so many videos here. It's huge. It's like 1,600 acres, folks. I think I feel the most relaxed here. This might not be my favorite trail, but I just love being here. I just love this. It's so big. You hear so little traffic. Some places you don't hear any. You just heard a little traffic a moment ago. But when you're deep in a way, you know, because it's so big, if you're deep in, you probably hear no traffic. Let's show this side. Some more pines over here. I grew up in the woods, so I like very wooded locations. Grew up on like 500 acres of land. That looks nice, but we're going this way. If you watch my How Hiking Videos Got Started video, I explain that. First time a bug landed on me that I know about today. Well, she doesn't want to extend it too much, so I think we're going to go straight here. That way. Yeah. Oh, yep. They have it on the map here. They got the bathrooms there, so that's where it's going to take us. So this is the trail to that porta potty. It does look nice. Look at that. That's lovely. See, the ground is a little wet, not muddy, you know, because it rained yesterday, but not a lot. Just a light drizzle on and off the last few days. Smell the pines right here. Just lovely. I could just plop my chair right there and do a video. Just so scenic. Let's just do a spin. Not doing many today. Hope you folks are having or had a nice Memorial weekend. This will come out afterwards, obviously. Oh, and here comes a horse. A couple of horses, folks. A couple of horses. I don't know how they got in with the gate closed. Hello, beautiful day, isn't it?
It is.
Recording on YouTube. You want your horses on YouTube?
Sure. We don't care. Let's see in front of you.
Hello. Nice horse.
Thank you.
Very beautiful.
Okay.
Be back, folks.